Hey guys, Dino here, 3-star nomadic, and on another walk. So just left the Legian beach and just heading into the Kuta beach, just to give you a bit of a look at Kuta beach. This is it. Into their surfing a bit here. They've told me to watch out for blue bottles. I just found one. There you go. New age blue bottle. So as you can see, the beach, lots of nice shells and, you know, lots of rubbish. So it's the way it's going over here at the moment. I just love Bali, so you just know you're going to get that when you come here, but it is a reality. But nice big wide beaches, some good surf out there, and still a good place for a walk. A lot of surf lessons I'm seeing, probably more and more every year. You know, travellers seem to, the young kids particularly, but all ages, are a bit more interested in surfing now, and they want to, it's sort of looked at a bit more now, not just grab a board and get out there, you know, like get taught how to do it. As you would imagine it would now. Surfing's become so professional in general as a sport, so it's good to see. And then they've got the correct boards to use, and they've got they're placed in a safe environment. So if you haven't surfed before, learn how to do it, man. It's cool. If you haven't ridden a moped a scooter before, don't learn in Bali. Get someone to teach you. Same as always, anyone that watches my channel, they know I get up pretty early in the morning and go for walks, so you don't see things the same as what you would during the day. Obviously these joints, they get pretty packed out as the day goes on, and a lot of the shops, if we have a look through, you know, sometimes the early morning walks, they don't show exactly what it's like, but it'll give you an idea of what the streets are and whatnot, and it'll give you an idea what it's like to go for a walk at 7 in the morning, sometimes 6, sometimes no, maybe 8 sometimes. And now in the tropics, guys, this time of year anyway, you're gonna get a little bit of rain, so you either run for it or embrace it. I'm out of here. You can see even the surfies are coming in, a bit worried they're gonna get wet. But yeah, it's beautiful just to cruise around, and it's so nice and warm. It's just nice to walk in, you know. But if you don't want to get wet, there's plenty of restaurants and that you just jump in. But yeah, we haven't been here 8 days now, 9th day, so we haven't got that much rain. I'll just clear that so you can see me. We haven't got coconuts. No. Oh, I'm cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, we haven't had that much rain, but yeah, when it did rain was when we were on the rice paddies. Taya had just done her swing and we got all the photos. I'd got the drone up and whatnot, so, and then we were there at the rice paddies, and it come down, and it was absolutely beautiful actually. So it really adds to a holiday, I think, at times when you do get a bit of rain. Each to their own, but I mean, like this just cools you down. So, and then when it stops, you know, might steam up a bit, you dry off pretty quick. So there you go, get out amongst it. Now I'm looking for, I don't know what I'm looking for, icon I might go in there and go down Poppie Lane. I might go down Poppie Lane too and have a look. Bit of a walk inland as well today, and go in Poppie Lane too, and maybe have a look at the war memorial, the bombing memorial, which went down here many moons ago. But lots of us have memories back there. This is the more flash sort of a mall here in Kuta, Icon. I mean, to be honest, you probably get similar shops back in your hometown, so, but it's sometimes nice just to walk in somewhere a little bit neater and tidier, and you got a nice food hall up the top, whatnot. So I may throw a bit of footage in on that from last time I was here, but probably not today because too early. Like malls in Western countries, they've got a time when they open and shut, so no different here with the flash shops. So I'm going to go along right next to it to a place called, what's it called? Anyway, whatever I said before. Poppie Lane 2. To a place called Poppie Lane 2. See if they're open. Now there is a Poppie Lane 1. So I might have some old footage of that too. I won't be going there today, but you know, that's sort of well, it was a little bit run down, and I think still is. They're building a big hotel down that one, so that'll probably liven up again in the near future. Poppie Lane 2 seems to have survived a little bit better over the COVID times. That obviously COVID did really do some damage here, and they did some damage. I've lost my way now. That would have to be it, I would say. Let's just put a new shop on the corner, I think, here. That was different. So there you go, Poppie Lane 2. So all of these shops here are just good for most of them will be the bargaining shops. It's what they look like when they're not open, and when they open you'll see some of them up here. But at the moment I've heard Kuta's a good place for really good prices, because it is, you know, people are staying other places a lot, so they keep their prices down, and not a bad place for a bargain. So there you go. And you know, Kuta at the moment, I mean, that was the main area that really, when Bali becomes super famous and everyone come here, Kuta was really the first area to really boom, and then it sort of went from there. I know they had a big hotel over in Sanur, Bali Beach Hotel, 5-star, which helped generate a lot of it as well, but really Kuta was the area that really took off. So but now it's in a funny place, so however they revamp it, it's going to be quite interesting. So anyway, there'll be just a million shops like this, guys, that you will be able to come and barter and whatnot. I don't buy that much stuff when I travel these days, so I believe just basic singlets. This is a Kmart one from home, but probably cost me $5-10, 15 maybe 20, I don't know. They're generally Kmart prices. I think here, just for a normal bintang shirt, you really should be looking around about $5 Australian, but if you pay more, you know, whatever, it's fine. I know some people pay 20, some 10, but I think the real barter is 5, and probably people that buy a few of them get them down even further. But yeah, you don't have to push it too far. Don't feel you're being ripped off if you're paying more. It's just puts a bit more money in their pocket. I don't think it's going to hurt you too much. So, but if you're on a super budget, yeah, fair enough. So this area here is pretty much nothing for a minute until we get up there. Hey buddy, I just gonna get a shot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good. You having a good walk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice, eh? Yeah, so you'll just see a lot of places here, which you know, is what it is. And Kuta, well, Bali in general, I suppose, can be like that a bit, but you know, a bit more in Kuta at the moment. If you go down Poppie Lane 1, as I say, you'll see a lot of that. So, but these shops will all open along here. I think they're still open for business in another hour or something. I'm not sure, but they look like the signs are all good and that, so they'll be opening up. And we'll get around the corner in a minute. And you guessed it, more of the same. So from the beach, when we saw it, the big shopping centre, it comes right through here. We've sort of walked around on it now, but this is another entrance or exit that you can get to just here. So you can either go in that way or from the beach. So not a bad idea. If you're at the beach, go through, have a look, come out here. I reckon these shops will do all right just along this section, because a lot of people do that, use that entrance. Yeah, so there you go, the early bird shops. Morning everyone, hello. Dudes which have been around for a while, coming to Bali and know the old bars and that. I did hear the other day that the Bounty has now sunk and is getting demolished. So, and I think whatever was in front of that, Apache or something, which has been there a long time too. So yeah, so if you used it or partied at the Bounty, it's no more, and I do not know what they're putting there. It's quite a big mass of land, so it could be anything. Yeah, so yeah, it's all happening here. That slowly but surely Kuta will get revamped and whatever angle that they look at. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes, how organised the council is, what direction they're heading in, or whether they'll just let it flow and neaten itself up just normally. But this is Poppie Lane 2. When it does get busy here, guys, and you're on the pavement, expect motorbikes to be coming up on the pavement too. Being such a skinny street, you will see that. So, because there's no room. But truthfully, I think it's a cute little lane, and I hope Kuta bounces back. So this is your sort of gig, get over to Kuta and stay. I think you get some great bargains with everything around the Kuta area. So probably a pretty good option. You know, there's so many of these accommodations. There's always heaps of little caves. See you, mate. Tattoo shop, you know, it's got everything. It's got the dogs. Hello, mate. And all of these things which would have been seen years ago for those travellers. And it's got the motorbikes on the footpath. We get out of the way, they don't. And that's how it works here. Gora. I remember Gora. Gora was, I stayed at years ago down there. I remember going home once and some dude had actually come in and walked into the room stealing stuff. So there you go, it does happen. And yeah, he didn't really get much, but yeah, you just gotta be, you know, travel, you gotta be prepared. Make sure you got stuff tucked away, and Try and lock your door, because it must have been open, I think. I don't know what's over there. We'll have a look. And these statues here that they're building, you can see that statue there. That'll be for Nippy that's coming up. So one of their big religious setups. So this actually goes further, it's longer down here than what I can recall actually. I better get my ass off here because there's a car coming. I'll go up here where I'm safe on the pavement. Not. Okay, Bagus. Used to be waves I think down there, don't know if it's still there. Sure, but this one, Bagus. Absolutely classic, been there forever. Those might remember used to go and get your shirts done up, you get your names on it with all your footy team or whatever, and they'd actually pin one up there for a certain amount of time as well, so next year when you come back you can look and see all your names up there, or if you're here on your own, just your one. But usually it was a group thing, most people did. And crossing the road, guys, even though you'll know which way the traffic's meant to go, it'll go all ways, even on one-way streets. So just always be looking both ways. This is one way, I know it is. Sometimes they change that up on you, but there will be things coming the other way. So if you're new to Asia in general, looking both ways. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so this now brings us, guys, to the memorial of the bombing a long time ago. So I was actually here at the time. I was at a place way away, and I knew something had happened that night, but I didn't really know about it till in the morning. And there was a good Indonesian friend of ours, Endang, that actually passed away in it. So yeah, but and so many others obviously. So guys, over here was the Sari Club. Okay, so this was actually where the first bomb went off. It was a very popular place, Sari Club. So many of you would have been there, you are olders. And then over here we've got Paddy's, and this is where the second bomb went off. So they were just yeah, so it was pretty full on. So, and then you've got, so we can't actually go up here at the moment, but we can see the names up there, and it is one of it. How are you, brother? Yeah, so anyway, absolute shocking thing that happened there, but there it is. That's all right. Say hello. I'm just in a Bluebird taxi. Okay. I'm just gonna talk. Okay. And yeah, so we're gonna go through a bit of a tour through Kuta. Just got a new driver, doesn't speak English, but that's unusual for a Bluebird. But they're good. They put the meter on. I'm saying Bluebird driver bagus. Bluebird driver bagus. So, and I'll just show him sort of where to go because he's a bit new. But sometimes they'll go a different way, but because it's a meter, especially, you can tell them, you know, which way if you know your way. Because I want to go down the beach, so he's doing that anyway. Yeah, go that way. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Do you promise that?
Australia.
Oh, good. Australia, good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Terus sejauh 3 km.
Oh, follow me, just.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I tell you, you just drive.
Okay.
Watching the phone. okay, good.
Yes,
good,
no
good, good.
Bali.
Yeah, yeah.
From Sumatra.
Okay. good.
Island, Sumatra, Island.
Islam, yeah,
Yes,
I
Island,
understand.
Island, Sumatra.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
And here we are at Hard Rock Cafe. Along here.
Yes, Android Cafe. Yes.
So I just got out of the cab. I gave him like a $2 tip. He nearly hugged me. So yeah, some of them really appreciate it. He was new, he couldn't speak a lot of English, unusual for the Bluebird, but so I got off early and just walked, but I thought I'll give him, I think I gave him a $2.50 tip, and he just absolutely over the moon, so he'll get used to it. But yeah, it's good where you can help people out like that with $2.50. That's like, wow, man. So that's why you should pay a little bit more in Bali. So yeah, sometimes not a bad way, especially early in the morning when there's not traffic, to jump in a Bluebird taxi and just go for a drive, you know, because you put them on meter, it doesn't cost much. If I had have I only just did a little lap of the Kuta area there, but I mean, I could have stayed in that cab for half an hour and it probably only cost me, I don't know, $5 anyway, which is what I ended up paying him. So yeah, you can get a good tour just in a taxi, and sometimes everyone tends to go for nice Bluebird. Also, a lot of times people tend to think they have to organise a tour to go on and organise a tour driver and all of that, which is a good way to do it, yeah, no doubt. But at times, I've just got up and grabbed a Bluebird, told him I want to go to a few places for the day. You know, he was okay with it. He said, I'll just stop the meter. Or he might have to put it back on. I don't know if I got charged a few sort of, as soon as you get in, I think it's 7,500, or whether he waived that, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think I was out with him all day for 6 hours. Went to lots of places, all the way to Uluwatu. From memory, I think it come in around about, it was a lot of travel. I think it was around about 400 maybe. I don't even know if it was that. So I think I might have ended up giving him about 500,000, so about 50 Australian dollars. So it's a way that you can do it, you know. Then if you feel that you want to go home a bit earlier, you can just say let's go home, and you don't pay as much. So yeah, so that's another option, just doing your tours with the Bluebird.